I'm more surprised I didn't bring this up earlier, but I remember your friend Steven came by one time.
Yeah.
And then I brought him to my studio, and it's like, we listened to Visual K, right? He's like, one thing he said, and this was years ago already, right?
I remember.
You remember?
Yes. Yeah.
He said, you're a Visual K fan? You look the most normal. I took that as a compliment. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoy that main theme song. I can't believe this is episode 2. Welcome back to, what is this podcast called? Oshare ShoX.
No. What? Oshare ShoX.
Wait, okay. Wait, hold it. Can you say that again?
Oshare ShoX.
Alright guys, welcome back to episode 2. Thank you very much, Aaron, for clearing that out. You know what's really funny, audience, is I was talking with Aaron actually outside of this episode, and it was funny because we were trying to think up of a podcast name for our podcast.
Yeah.
And we were just actually, you know what? Let's be honest here. We were actually having struggles trying to come up with a name for this podcast. So, we didn't mention this about during this for episode 1, but it's really funny. I just wanted to bring this up. We actually used ChatGPT to help us out a bit, and it was really funny because there's one word that stuck out the most, and it was Oshare, right?
Yeah, Oshare.
Yeah,
because you gotta think about it, how this Visual K, the influences. I mean, it's not just about the music. It's also about the whole fashion scene, right? So the reason why I'm thinking gotta think of a name that it's related to both fashion and music, right? So we use that tool to kind of search up some idea until when it pops up Oshare. Yeah, Oshare. That's the first that's gotta be the first word, Oshare, right? Then what about the sound, music? Then we started to dig in the sound part of it.
Yeah.
And it gives us wave.
Yeah, wave
beats. Rhythm, right?
We did consider one of them. It was funny.
Exactly. Until ShoX. It's wait, ShoX. ShoX, it reminded me of the magazine. Yeah, the VK band magazine ShoX. But with a 2X at the end. I was like, wait, that's good. Oshare ShoX.
Yes.
It just let's do it. Oshare ShoX, but 1X.
Yes.
Because I'm sure when we talk about X, everybody will think of
X Japan.
There you go. So that's how our podcast name came to life. So yes, now everybody, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our second episode of Oshare ShoX.
Welcome, guys, and today is a very good episode too, because I'm glad we actually brought this up, because our first episode we're just trying to tell you guys our mission, kind of the whole point of our podcast, right? But this is a very important episode for us, because this is really gonna set the stage for kind of what's to come. And we're talking about one of the most prolific bands out there, X Japan, that started this whole Visual K scene. For our audience, first time listening to this, please go back to listen to the first episode, so that way you have a little more context of what we're talking about, because from here on out, we're just going to gun it. We're going to pedal to the metal and go deep into the Visual K scene, pretty much. So, today we're talking about the most important bands, X Japan, Aaron. Yeah. So, Aaron, can you tell us a little bit of history about X Japan?
Well, it's very little, because right now, these days, how easy to, search up information. But, we still got to talk about this, because it's started by the drummer and the pianist Yoshiki, and his friends, who is the vocalist Toshi. Together, they're trying to form a band. Yeah, not X Japan yet. Yeah, right. Let's not jump into that quick.
Just a band.
Yeah, they try to make something work. Back in 1982. Yeah, when they're I guess teenagers.
Yeah, probably junior high.
So
high school.
Because long story short, it comes and go.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way. Until like this X Japan became a huge success.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, in all honesty, right? Like, if you look at X Japan or even like the whole visual kei music scene, there's a lot of lore, a lot of history that's combining Japanese culture with Western culture, kind of mixed together. We will definitely do a deep dive and talk about some interesting aspects of how visual kei is very deeply rooted, very traditionally rooted to their culture. I will love to talk about that, but I want to just get back to kind of how X Japan is able to kind of pull out two different cultures and kind of blend it into this one musical scene that, okay, I'm going to be kind of corny, that shocked Japan.
Right? Because you can tell that when the audience that who never seen or never listened to X Japan, just go on Google X Japan and you will see like back in the day their whole appearance, it's just so American Glam Rock.
Yeah,
right.
It actually is. It's crazy. It's like, I'll say like it's an Asian version of it. That's like the best way to describe it. We'll definitely do a deep dive into the style a little bit more, but you know what? For our audience right now that's listening to this podcast, if you're a YouTube viewer right now, you're probably going to be the luckiest one out of the batch. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, I'm sorry, but you can, if you have the ability to do this, please do a Google search of X Japan. But for you YouTube watchers, we're going to throw an image right now on the video for you to see what they look like. And let us know what you think about their style. Because we want to know from your perspective, because me and Aaron already know about the visual kei music scene, and we're very familiar with the style, the music. So we're not too phased by it, but I would like to really hear your opinion, being someone that knows nothing about this music scene. Please let us know, what do you think, just looking off the images. Make a comment, please. So going back to X Japan, Aaron, so we just talked about kind of how they really started setting off the gears, I'll say, in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
So in your honest opinion, right? Because you listened to, I guess at this point, you weren't introduced necessarily by X Japan.
No, yeah, because I was introduced to it by a different band. Well, we'll talk about that later.
So it's not X Japan.
Not X Japan. It's like it's a different band that got me into the visual kei, right? But like honestly, in the beginning, I was still a very, very like, you know, a fanboy or very ignorant about X Japan, right? So when people talk about that, I look it up. I said, oh my god, that's way too old school. Not my type, right? I mean, oh my god, look at the hair, right?
And when did you find out about, like, when did you actually when did this all happen around? Like, out of curiosity.
When I was 17 to 18, right? There was at least like 20 years ago.
20 years ago. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
I mean, to be honest, like, I think it's a pretty normal reaction to have, right? Like, when you're in your, like, in that age group, you always want to be like, I want the coolest, or
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you want the coolest looking band.
Gotta hit the trends, man.
Yeah, right? Exactly, right? And I understand, like, you're just like looking at it, you're like, wow, that feels like it's like years ago, which is true, because like from like kind of like the 2000s era to 80s, that's still like a 20-30 year gap, right? So
so like once I finally, like, you know since there, like, you know, the beginner or our ancestor, right? Sorry guys, I made them sound way too old.
Yeah, you made them sound too old. It's almost like they're like 80s right now, like on a wheelchair or something. Well,
that's the wrong word, but like that's how I put it, right? Because they pretty much just created the whole thing or started the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
So once I started to actually listen to their songs, I was like, oh my god, no wonder why they're like so big. Yeah. Their song is so catchy, and of course, obviously, it's heavy metal. Yeah. Right. But the way how Toshi sings, and just so energetic, high pitch. Yeah. And the whole song flows. Damn, it's beautiful, man.
Oh, you know what? I had to add a note to this. I think I read something a while ago. This is quite a while ago. If anyone that's listening to this hears this, you're like, yeah, you're probably wrong. Feel free to fact check me, because I feel like I heard something very, very interesting. Was like when they first came out with, like, this is way before X Japan, but they're just like, I think when they were forming the band, they're like, hey, maybe Yoshiki, maybe you can play a piano or something, right?
Yeah.
Like, just to add more classical, and they're probably like, in their minds is like, who at that point, right? Classical music and rock or metal is like two different things. We don't blend that thing, right?
Yeah.
But the fact that they're just like, you know what? Heck, let's just do this. Let's
Do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it!
make it work, right? It ended up being the best decision of pretty much of their career.
Exactly. If you think about like the 80s glam rock band in America, you know, there's keyboard. That might give Yoshiki the idea that, like, oh, maybe the piano would work.
Keyboards are very, you're right, because keyboards are very strong in the 80s hair metal, especially in the West, right? But like no one really took it to like a classical kind of approach. That's why I feel like that's kind of where X Japan is very unique in that sense.
Exactly.
They were the first to really adopt it into most of their songs, actually.
Yeah.
So it's phenomenal.
You know that sometimes like the makeup also influenced by this famous guy, David Bowie.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually that is very true. I mean, isn't Yoshiki like a big fan of David Bowie?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He is. Oh, yeah.
If for those of you don't know who David Bowie is, come on, guys. Actually, I think I asked, like, you know, this is when David Bowie passed, I think. I asked my teacher one time, I was learning guitar at that point still. I was asking him, hey, what would be a good David Bowie song to listen to? Or like something to listen off to. He's like, yeah, listen to the last record.
Yeah, same thing for me, right?
Really?
Like, speaking of David Bowie, like, I know who David Bowie is.
Yeah.
But I never ever heard of his songs.
Same here.
Yeah. So maybe it's time for me to check him out.
No, he's interesting, right? Like, I feel like his music is definitely very, like, I'll say it's like a little obscure. Not like, I'll say it's familiar, but it feels a little like artsy. I think that's the best way to describe his music, right? And a lot of people, and David Bowie's pretty big. I just feel like he just got overshadowed by a lot of people during that time, right? Because there's so much big bands around, like artists around the 80s even.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy. But yeah, for those of our audience, there's actually a picture, I think I saw it on the internet one time, where Yoshiki, I think, met David Bowie one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did. He totally did.
You know what? YouTube watchers right now, we're going to throw out a picture for you guys to take a look at on YouTube. Sorry to our Spotify and Apple Podcast listeners, but if you guys want to take a look, please do it now. Leave the audio playing and take a look at that. All right. So, Aaron, if we're to talk about X Japan, right?
Yeah.
So we talked a little bit about their culture, their impact to the visual K music scene, especially because they were the ones that really made it like on the radar. Is there like one particular thing that really, you know, stands out for you for this band? Like, will it be the music? Like, what's one thing that really sticks with you when it comes to X Japan? When you hear that word, what do you think?
Well, I think of like what made them like the center of the whole scene.
Yeah.
Right? Because I never know like because I know X Japan is not the only band that made a whole scene.
Yes.
Right. So when I start to, you know, do some digging, I was like, oh my god, totally got it. Why they're the center? It turns out they are the founder of two other huge band or like part of the creators of the whole scene.
Yeah.
So they founded Lunacy and Clay. Sorry, not Clay. Glay. Sorry, my bad, guys.
Glay, yeah. So that'll be Glay.
Yes, Glay.
For those of you who don't know. Yeah.
So yeah, like, so I was shocked. Oh my god. Holy. No wonder why.
No wonder why, right?
Yeah. Well, because when as soon as X Japan like got like recognized, right, and Yoshiki quickly opened his own label, Ecstasy.
Yeah.
Right. So like now like that's how they, you know, they go out, found like trying to find other like bands with the similar influences sign under them.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how like one act kind of just all of a sudden brought in a track. A lot of bands that's kind of been doing something similar, but not on the same spotlight to them. So I think that's very cool that like they're just like, you know what, heck, why not? Let's just do it, right? And I feel like that's the mentality that's needed to be successful, right? At the end of the day. You know what? I have a funny little story to talk about X Japan. Actually, speaking of that, I'll be honest with you. How I learned about X Japan is the funniest thing of all time, but it makes sense. But for me, my first exposure for X Japan was actually playing a game called Rock Band.
How dare you?
So for those of you out there, I'm pretty sure you know what that is. Play the rhythm games.
Yeah.
So you know what that is, right? And then, I can see the sense of disapproval. But anyways, you're gonna love this. But one thing I always appreciate about Rock Band is like I will listen to songs I'll never hear before that I never heard before in my life, and it's just like a great way to discover a new type of music, especially when you're playing a game. I think that's like the best way to encourage like people to listen to that type of music or introduce that experience, right? At the end of the day, right? Our three goals is to pee together, right? I mean, like, can you reiterate what that means?
Yeah, we're gonna be always pee together. Is to promote, to share the excitement, and to share the experience.
And exactly, and I'm gonna use the E because the E is kind of the best part. It's like I experience X Japan through playing Rock Band, and I know this is like it's like okay, that's kind of corny way to really get into a band, but I feel like if it's not thanks to that, I wouldn't have really dug deep into the band. I think at the end of the day, X Japan has made a lot of great music, and no matter what point you jump in, like whether that's like early 80s, maybe 2000s, I think it's a testament to show how good the band really is in terms of creating music, right? And the first song I was exposed to when I was playing Rock Band was IV.
You're so behind, bro.
I know.
After actually been playing like out there for so many years, and IV is like pretty much like one of their newest songs, like I mean like for modern days.
Yeah, it's like 2000s, right?
Right.
Yeah.
See, after all this time, can you see me standing right here?
Yeah, I can feel the rain, man.
Yeah.
Or feel the pain, right? To be honest, you know, if it's not thanks to that, I actually wouldn't have listened to their older stuff.
Yeah, the older stuff like really good. Like, you know, like for my favorite song is Kulenai.
Yeah, Kulenai is a
good song. And Rusty Nail.
Rusty Nail's classic.
And of course, this I think this is the most famous song. Axe.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. You know what? Okay, speaking of, like, I kind of want to know your one song, right? You listed those few songs, right? And this is for our audience out there too, for you to have an idea, because I want us to talk a little bit about one of X Japan's songs that mean the most to us. So I'm gonna start with you, Aaron, right? So you just listed those songs, right? Out of their songs, which one actually is your personal favorite?
Rusty Nail.
Yeah, that's a very good song.
Cause like I love this one session, like the one session when it calms down, and with only Toshi singing, right?
Yeah.
And I love that part because how the whole song flows, right? It's like started with like heavy, right? As the song goes, and then there's a calm moment.
Yeah.
And then it just went this Toshi sing. Right. It just the whole melody just wow.
It's probably the most balanced song because there's a mixture of pianos, good melodies, and even like really rock and great solos. I think that's like it's like a very good song to definitely. That's a very good song to definitely say it's like consider your personal favorite, right? You know what? This is the funny part about me. I have two. Actually, I'm gonna mention two things. Number one, I personally think their ballads are actually underrated. I actually feel like they're actually really good. So Forever Love and Tears, I actually really like those more. Actually, I'll be honest. And a more emotional level, I love those way more. But then this is the weird one I like. I actually personally like Art of Life.
Which one again?
Art of Life.
Art of Life.
It's the 30-minute song.
Oh my god.
It's the 30-minute song that it's like, it's 30 minutes. It's like, there's a lot of piano, and then like the rock sections and piano. It's like actually a 30-minute song. The reason why I like that is I'm a music nerd, right?
Yeah.
So
no, you totally are.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
I love like movements, right? It really reminds me of like what makes that song masterful is literally Yoshiki shows his musical background as a composer, as a classical pianist, right? He's writing this song in 3 different parts, really, and it's like this one big epic song. I like, you know, for our audience out there, I highly recommend you listen to it in chunks first. It's very long. I know most people don't want to listen to 30 minutes. It's really dang long. But I'll be honest with you, try listening to like the song. Just try to sit down one afternoon if you could. I highly recommend it because you can really see how, number one, how beautiful the song is, how masterful Yoshiki is as a writer. He's able to add so much emotion in his piano playing. You can hear a lot of his emotions. It's like sadness, anger, and you can also feel the classic X Japan stuff, which is with the rock band elements, and it's phenomenal. It's a really good song. I shared this song to someone, and you're like, "Oh, that's 30 minutes." I'm like, "Yeah." It's like it does not feel like 30 minutes because you got sucked in right away. So that is my personal favorite. It's a little bit weird, but I definitely had to say that's my personal favorite on a perfect. If you want a perfect example of X Japan, that's definitely one of the songs I would definitely say is their best. So for our audience out there, I hope you guys enjoyed our little talk about X Japan and just a little bit of a history. We wanted just to pee together, essentially. We're trying to promote the music. We're trying to experience the excitement together. And most importantly, we want to keep the legacy alive, right? And we're going to do this more with other future bands and stuff like that. But I really highly recommend that you guys, you know, give the band a shot. Check out some of the songs that we mentioned about on this podcast. If you have some friends that want to listen to, or I guess expand on their horizons, whether it be a visual shock or musical taste, and just kind of like get outside of their comfort zone and just try something new, please check out X Japan. Honestly, I think they are probably the easiest, non-offensive, and easy to get into like rock band that I personally think that anyone can like. Aaron, do you have any things you want to share with our audience before we wrap up?
Just definitely check them out, right? Considering that they're like, you know, pretty much the roots of everything. Of the whole scene. Right. And to me, why not just start with Rusty Nail?
That's a good song. Start with that first. You can work your way up, and then finally, once you guys listen to a good enough amount of songs and know what Japan's all about, check out their Art of Life song, because that is the masterpiece. I'll say that is still their masterpiece. But anyways, thank you very much, guys, for listening to episode 2. We will continue on our journey to pee together and to talk more about Visual K as a music scene and other aspects that surround this very important musical scene that we hope to keep alive. If you like today's podcast episode, please check us out on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. We will see you guys in episode 3.